Hi, my name's Dalziel. Welcome to the first blog for April 2011. It's the 16th this year. I did manage to get the e-magazine out on the 1st of April, but I'm not sure how many of you believe the email was true. Take my word for it, it was. The menu version can be seen. I put a link at the top of the page, followed by a link for the single version and for the archives. As with all communications, I hope that there's something in the e-magazine for all who visit it. Today's finds, which will bring us up to 113 posted this year so far. Let's just go to the blog, usual address. The first find today is Bikehub. Let's just go on to the website. For those of you who attend regularly, you'll see the address for the resources at the top of the screen. Bikehub is a joint initiative of the Bicycle Association and Association of Cycle Traders via the Bikehub levy scheme. And I know that many learning providers are looking at the issues of travel and encouraging their employees and their learners to use bikes to go to the places of learning, whether it's work-based learning or a college, etc. The website itself, if I can just zoom in for you, it helps if I actually am on the right screen before I zoom. Here we go. The website itself includes health and fitness, bike to work, family cycling and advocacy. You're all quite capable of looking at those yourselves, but there is, he says, a cycle route finder that I think you will find of more interest. I'm not going to go into great details, but basically you can, if I just zoom in again for you, you can click in on the map, or you can type in this particular box here, or you can detect where you are now by clicking the button. You can actually put in your starting point. As you would expect, once you've done that, you can put in your end point, and to cut a long story short, you then get an option of 3 choices of route: the fastest route, a balanced route and the quietest route. The video clips as well, if I can just go back and find those videos, here we go. The videos, which there are 4 or 5 pages of them, and again I'll zoom in so you can see them. The first fixie footage, BMX bar spin. Who think it's new, you're wrong. The world's first bunny footage, but more importantly, things like washing and lubing bikes, cycle-friendly cities and so on. They are, as I say, useful video clips, and to access all of these resources, you use the clip that was at the top. Second find, I apologise, I missed the online platform team's release of 2 new Microsoft Office 2010 accessibility add-ins. If we go to the website, Microsoft continue to add in tools that are useful for accessibility, and the 2 new ones that I missed, if I can just scroll down and then zoom in so you can see them, are this one here, okay, which is Stamp, subtitling add-in for Microsoft PowerPoint. You can add closed captions to videos and audio files to use in your PowerPoint. And basically it boosts impact for those in the target audience with hearing disabilities, and also it enables video and audio in PowerPoint to be localized in different languages. The second one, which is relatively new, and some of them may all be new to you, by all means have a closer look yourselves. Oh, just come out a little bit. There you go. Is use the Save as Daisy add-in for Word to convert files to an accessible format. For those of you who are not aware, let's escape from that. DAISY stands for Digital Accessible Information System. It's a format that in turn powers digital talking books and compatible software, and braille readers for those who have got print disabilities. Now that particular one supports Office 2003, 2007 and 2010, and you can find out about those two, which as I say are the two new ones, and or other accessibility tools by visiting the link that I put at the top of the page. I'm treading on a cable, excuse me. Okay, third find for the music lovers and practitioners amongst us is the New York Philharmonic Digital Archives. If we just go to them now, here we go. The New York Philharmonic is putting its archives online, which could be a great resource for practitioners and learners of music history. And when the audio and video elements come in, this is early days at the moment, the archives will also become a great resource for music appreciation as well. As I say, it is early days and the entire collection is not yet digitised and online. However, I am assured that there's a lot of good resources available already. You will find images, programs, scores and business documents. The plan for the near future is the addition of audio and video recordings to the archive, as well as press clippings and concert magazines. You can search the archives by date, by era and or by artifact types by visiting the address that's been at the top of the page. There is a video, if I just close that and go to the video, there is a video, I'll just play part of it.
Performing 15,000 concerts, more than any other symphony orchestra in the world, creates a lot of history. Since its first concert in 1842...
Okay, we'll stop there. You're quite capable of watching the video clip yourself, but it does give you some background about what's on the site, and as I stopped it there, you'll see that we're talking about the first concert as being 1842, so you can imagine there's a lot of archives there. Okay, the next find is Datum, D-A-Y-T-U-M. Let's just go on to a sample that I've already produced. It might give you some idea. Basically, if you've got data that you want to convey and are searching for an original way to present it, then I suggest you take a look at Datum. It is free. It's a customizable web page that allows you to display the facts and figures in a newspaper style layout. I've had a play. This is the link to the play that I've had, and obviously I could get rid of the toolbar at the top. But what I've done here is every time I've done a blog entry, I've added it into my Datum, which is shown. Let's just go over the side. It doesn't look over exciting, I know, to you at the moment, but it's shown over here, and each one of those little segments, let me just escape and I'll show you, each one of those little segments here are linked to a tag at the bottom. So if I actually wait until it comes back into play again, if I hover over functional skills as at the moment, that represents 7 finds that I've made with the vidcast and with the audio blog or the blogcast and in the blog that I've added this year, and for communication another 7. For continued professional development there is only 3, for catering there's 3, and so on. Now the thing is, if you're in catering and I click on that particular one, it takes you through and tells you that they were on the 21st of February, the 3rd of February and the 18th of January. So if you're looking for those, it helps you to locate them in my blog and what date they were actually posted. Again, if I click on all items, you can actually look at them in alphabetical order as well. You can create your own accounts and so on. Now, the data is also broken into when I added it. So yesterday, during March, the various dates and so on. And you can look at older if necessary. Okay, I'm just going to go back to hopefully the home page. I've also included in there when the vidcasts were posted, and as you'll see, the first vidcast, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 2nd, and the InTouch TV. And again, if you click on that, the InTouch TVs will tell you that there was one on the 4th of April and another one on the 17th of March. They're the only two that I've added in. That's just an example. If you go to the address that's at the top of the page, you can find out much more about how it works. So there's the getting started part at the moment, and again, click on the video.
There are a number of ways to collect entries on Datum. The global quick add field allows me to begin recording.
Okay, I'm not going to play them again, but you can look at different display panels. Again, there are videos linked with it, so there's a whole load of groups of videos that will help you do the data. You can, of course, go straight to the website and you can find out much more and try it out here as well. Okay, so that's Datum. Better Bracket Maker next. Better Bracket Maker is an online browser-based application that lets you make tournament brackets. I'm going to show you an example first of all. I'm just going to have to zoom in so that you can see it. Keep pulling the headphones off. You'll notice here that this is a mock-up, it's not real. Competition where I, hopes if I've spelt Turkington right, I played against Chrissy and Keith against Judy and so on, and then the results of those going through to the final, which of course, as it's me who set it up, I made myself a winner. Not surprising. Now, if you go onto their website, the link is at the top of the page there, you can log in with Facebook if you so wish. Now, the reason that you would do that would be that it will allow you to go back in and edit it afterwards, as well as sharing the link with other people. But you can do it without. If I just click on create a new bracket, it says basically what name do you want to put in. And that could be you as a learning provider, basketball match, rugby sevens match, quiz, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So you can select how many teams. I'm not going to choose many this time. I'll choose 8. Click create. I've got to enter a name. Sample test. Okay, and click create. And you'll see that the Better Bracket Maker comes up. You click into any of those and you can add a name. And likewise into all of the beginnings. Okay, if you want to put the winner, if this is a result table, for example, then all you need to do, I'll let Col win this time, is to put Colin in there. And all you do is, as I did, is to just click it. And so you continue. As I say, if you log in with Facebook, you can do it. You can go back and access it at any time and update it. If you don't log in, then you'll just get the original URL with the teams and nothing more. A useful resource, especially for those who are involved in competitions. One of the things that people say is, you know, that you see on television them with the ping pong balls and they take them out and say the number. I suggest you go and have a look at Triptycho, because there are tools in there which will allow you to randomly select teams and or individuals for competitions. Better World Flux is the next find, and basically the question here is how many learners have a real understanding of the level of undernourishment, child mortality or HIV prevalence, to name but 3 indicators. Better World Flux provides access to those information. There is a video that you can watch, he says, and it helps if I start at the beginning. There's no sound to this if I remember correctly, but it goes through the sort of goals. No, there isn't an audio. It's going through the goals and how this works, and of course if I take it up to full size it's a lot easier to see what's going on. There are some Flux examples, and that gives you a view of the sort of things. So the larger the width, the more appropriate that particular section is. And the slider going across the bottom, let's just escape from that, the slider going across the bottom will change the date. So when you go in, there's a bit about it. It's a bit about the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. There's the demo that I've just shown you. If you want to select a country to begin with, if I type the letter U and then go to United Kingdom, it'll take you in. So United Kingdom is one of the countries that is already added. If I take Afghanistan, for example, and click onto that, the add in, it adds it to my list. Let me just zoom into the bottom of the page and you can see where we have got Afghanistan, United Kingdom and a world average as well. For those 2 countries and the world average, on the right hand side, I'll just zoom across there so you can see it. You know, you've got things like access to water, cases of malaria per 100,000 of population, child mortality, happiness scores, HIV prevalence and so on. And you can take as few or as many as those. Let's take water as an example. You just click and drag it up into the section at the top, which didn't seem to want to take it. There we go, that's better. And what you will end up with, let me just hide those, what you will end up with is this flux showing the worst to the best. And obviously the wider it is, the more countries there are involved. So Afghanistan is here, and there are 5 countries with Afghanistan. If you click on them, and again I'll zoom in so you can see it, you'll notice that there's Chad, Angola, Tanzania, I can't see that, Mauritania and Afghanistan. Okay, and again I need to zoom out. If you go over those, it gives you the different percentage to access to water, percentage of the population, 52% there, 54% there, 51.667% and so on. Now if you go to the United Kingdom, there are 79 countries in there, and amongst there somewhere will be the United Kingdom. He says looking, there we are. And 100% of the population have got access to water in that particular section. Now if we play from the beginning, okay, there are no records initially, and at some stage, and you can pause it at any stage, at some stage you will actually find that the records kick in and we'll be able to see, and hopefully it will come in soon, otherwise we're going to waste a lot of video. I hope, here we go. So let's just stop that. There's the situation. You'll notice the world average here, United Kingdom. Afghanistan doesn't appear on this particular one because obviously there's no records. And if we keep going, hopefully, oh, there we go, 1992, there's Afghanistan here on its own. Okay, that's the sort of data that you can get from this particular website. The information could be used by learners for personal and or collaborative presentations, discussions, etc. And as I say, the video that I showed you at the beginning, with no sound, does provide a pretty good overview. Next find, dynamic keyboards. It's the final find for today. It is a reduced target on-screen keyboard with word prediction. Lisa from JISC was very impressed with its potential, and Kevin's had a look at it and likes it very much as well. There is a video clip here of it in use, he says. Let's just click on it so you can see it. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. That particular video was somebody using My Eye, which is an eye gaze tracking program, again that's free, and there is a link on the blog for that. But the keyboard can be accessed through IntelliKeys, mouse and mouse emulators, joysticks, trackables, head tracking, etc. It's a excuse me. It's well worth taking a closer look at. This is the website that tells you far more information about it and a link to download it onto your computer. I've downloaded it, had a bit of a play with it, and for online keyboards on an interactive whiteboard, for example, it's spot on. The nice thing is as well that it does, you can set it up, and when you first play it, it's already set up to do it. It will tell you the letter you've clicked on, the word you've clicked on, and there is predictive text as well. Right, that's basically it for today. Hopefully there's something there for you. We always hope that. Don't forget that you can go and look at loops of vidcasts that we produced on livestream.com/locus at the top of the page there, as well as archived. Our live broadcasts are the second Monday of each month. Hopefully you can join us and join in with feedback, chat, questions, etc. while we broadcast live. That's it for today. Talk to you again soon.